Every day, people unknowingly sabotage their own success. It becomes much easier to outperform others at work and in relationships when you understand the rules of the game. Many people don't fail because they lack talent or intelligence. They fail because they make the wrong move in the game of power. And often they don't even realize the game is being played. The first law of power is simple, but brutally important. Never outshine the master. Those above you want to feel intelligent, capable, and respected. When you make them feel inferior, even unintentionally, you create a quiet enemy. Whether the master is your boss at work, a leader in your organization, or someone you are trying to impress in a relationship, your goal is to make sure they look good. This must be done strategically. Often, the best way to elevate someone is in private. When praise is performed in front of a crowd as a display or performance, it can appear patronizing and may even backfire. Power is not just about logic, it is about ego. A superior who feels embarrassed, corrected, or overshadowed will rarely reward the person who exposed them, even if intentions were innocent. Instead, they may begin to see that person as a threat. Imagine a young employee in a meeting. The CEO proposes a strategy, and the employee in front of everyone quickly points out why it won't work. The employee may be correct, and the logic may even be flawless. But in that moment, something more powerful happens. The CEO feels disrespected and exposed. They were made to look foolish in front of the room. And once a superior feels humiliated in front of others, the game quietly changes. The employee believes that they have demonstrated intelligence, but in the language of power, they have made a dangerous move. A wiser player would take a different approach. Instead of correcting the leader publicly, they may speak to them in private and say, "That's an interesting idea you brought up today. I wonder if we might also consider a different angle." The superior keeps their dignity, and the idea still gets introduced. As Robert Greene writes, instead of insecurity, give the master glory. The same principle appears in relationships. Sometimes one partner constantly proves they are smarter, more successful, or more capable. They correct small mistakes, they dominate conversations, they must win every argument. But over time, the other person begins to feel diminished. And when someone consistently feels inferior in a relationship, resentment quietly begins to grow. In chess, the king is the most important piece. Yet, it's also the weakest. Every other piece exists to protect the king's position. The smartest players understand something simple. You don't attack the king directly. You position yourself carefully around him. Power is rarely lost through a lack of intelligence. It is lost through wounded pride. Robert Greene gives several practical lessons. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power. Many masters are deeply insecure. Because of this, outshining them can happen completely unintentionally, especially when a talented or brilliant person simply operates normally. That is why it is crucial to understand the law. Once you recognize it, you can adapt your behavior when you are in the presence of powerful people. Never assume that just because a master likes you, you are untouchable. Power dynamics can shift quickly. Sometimes, you may even ask your master for help with problems you could easily solve yourself, simply to allow them to feel superior. And if you discover the solution to a complex problem, consider giving the credit to your master loudly and generously. Attempts to impress others with extreme competence and confidence, and taking the glory for yourself, can sometimes work against your long-term goal of gaining power. The smartest players understand the deeper strategy. Make those above you feel confident, capable, even brilliant. And while they enjoy the spotlight, you quietly control the board and move your chess pieces accordingly. Law 1. Never outshine the master.